Buy tickets now at Ticketmaster.com.
It is happening right here in the Bay Area. Staff members at Alameda County's Psychiatric Emergency Room say the conditions there are overcrowded and dangerous. People who work there compare the conditions to that of a third world country.
Yeah, some of them are so upset and so frustrated that they contacted KTVU's Ken Wayne to show just how bad the situation is. And Ken's here now with a preview of what he found.
It is a disturbing video to take a look at. We're talking about John George Psychiatric Hospital in San Leandro. It's Alameda County's main intake for people suffering from mental and drug conditions, or a combination of both, that can cause them to be a danger to themselves or someone else. We obtained this hidden camera video that shows just how bad conditions are inside John George. There are not enough beds or even chairs for people to rest on. So at times you'll find dozens of people sleeping or eating on the floor because they have nowhere else to go. Staff members say this is a pressure cooker for patients who are already on the edge, and they often lash out at each other or staff members, sometimes with violence. Workers say they fear retaliation for speaking out, so we've hidden their identities and used other voices to disguise them. The 4 people we talked to said they've all been victims of violent attacks.
A couple employees recently had rotator cuff surgery because they blew their shoulders out. We had an employee who had a total knee replacement.
I've been kicked, most recently, and punched, assaulted. I had urine thrown on me.
The overall solution is going to happen tomorrow? No. It's going to be an ongoing process, and I'm confident that we're taking steps necessary to address it.
Alameda County health officials acknowledge that there are times when there is overcrowding and that there has been violence, but they say the violence has been decreasing, and they say they're working on relieving the overcrowding there. But staff members tell us that's not the case. We'll hear more about that tonight on the 10 o'clock news.
Well, what about laws? Are any laws being broken? And what about occupancy restrictions? Are they in buildings?
Well, staff members were telling us that they were concerned about fire code. You go to a theater or a restaurant, you'll see the occupancy posted on how many people can be in there, and that is not the case at John George. County health officials tell me it doesn't apply because that's an emergency facility, and they don't turn people away who need emergency help. So fire code regulations, we are told, do not apply at the psychiatric emergency room.
So no limit as the number of people
they can crowd it as many people as they can fit in there, and that's what staff members say is happening, that they're overwhelmed.
Yeah.
And not only are there so many people there, they don't have enough staff to take care of these people. So they're just sitting, laying on the floor, just waiting for help, and there's no help for hours and hours.
All right.
See you at 10. Ken, thank you.
You bet.
More than $500 million.